Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem was released in 2023 and was directed by Jeff Rao. It tells the story of the four iconic turtles who are basically seen as monsters by society. However, they try to do something to win people over and accept them as regular teenagers. However, their friend April O'Neil tries to help them on a mission to stop evil mutants from taking over New York. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem was a film I was pretty excited to see. When the trailer came out, I was like, wow, this looks like a really good film, and it looked like a lot of fun. My experience with the Turtles franchise, I really liked the 2003, I think it was, the cartoon that used to be on Jetix. That was before the 2007 film. Now, this is the most nostalgic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles property to me. This is the thing that got me into the Turtles as a kid. And I really do love this movie. Now, granted, it does have a few issues, but I still really like the film. And while the animation is starting to age, I still think the designs of the Turtles are fantastic, and the design of Splinter in this film has to be my favourite personally. And I really liked the 2012 show as a kid, the one that used to be on Nickelodeon. And I had seen the original live action trilogy from the 90s. I don't remember much of the second and third one, because I probably haven't seen them since I was very young. So it's safe to say I have seen a good chunk of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. So I was pretty intrigued to see this film, and what interested me was the fact that we finally got to see the Turtles again in animation on the big screen, because the last two were live action, the live action Michael Bay films. Out of the Shadows was okay, but the first one just sucked, and the designs were absolutely horrible, especially for Splinter. So I was quite intrigued to see the film, and me and Ty, we went to see it in the ODEON in Blanchardstown, which is said to have the biggest screens in the country. But I have to say, after seeing the film, Tig really liked it. As for me, I absolutely loved it. I genuinely was so surprised. I had a feeling it was going to be good, but this film was actually better than I was expecting. This film was actually so much fun. It's different. It was less serious than I initially was expecting the film to be like. But like, it's much more comedic. It's much more lighthearted than I originally thought it would be. But it was just great. The storyline had such a great vibe to it. It was lighthearted, but it was fun. It took itself seriously at the right parts, and it did have its heart in the right place. But like, I just have to say, I genuinely had such a fun time with the story, and the humour was great. I was laughing my ass off at nearly every joke. Now, a few jokes do fall flat, but a lot of the jokes, I genuinely just laughed. And Michelangelo in this film is so funny. Like, oh my god, he is hilarious in this film. And it's my new favourite Michelangelo in the Turtles franchise, and I was just really enjoying the film as the more the story progressed. And it does focus a lot on humour, this film, but I think it works, and I like how it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it really captures the spirit of the franchise, and I think that's great. And I think it really is a great Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, especially if you're a fan of the franchise for a long time, because I know a lot of people who are big fans of the Turtles. I think a lot of fans are going to really like this film. Now, it obviously won't please everyone, but I think most people are going to really like the movie, because it really does feel like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and the story's great, the writing is absolutely fantastic, the humour is hysterical. The animation, it's very nice. It's very much inspired by Into the Spider-Verse and the mix of 2D and 3D, and it looks really cool, especially for the backgrounds and the locations of New York, and the designs of the Turtles are absolutely fantastic. Now, I do think the design of Splinter it's good, but I prefer the traditional Splinter design, like the one from the 2012 show or the 2007 film. But the design of April is pretty good, but the designs of the humans I didn't really like. I think the humans, other than April O'Neil, they looked very odd. And I think, but another design I liked was the design of the mutants. Those designs were pretty cool. But I just felt the human designs, I don't know, they were a little too cartoony. They were just odd looking, in my opinion. I don't know, I just wasn't impressed by that. But other than that, the animation is absolutely fantastic, and the action is just phenomenal, and there's very fascinating details in the animation, which I really liked actually. The characters in the film, oh my god, they're fantastic. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and my personal favourite Michelangelo are absolutely amazing in this movie. They have so much character development and they have absolutely amazing chemistry in the film. This is the most where they felt like teenagers, and it was just so awesome to watch. And Michelangelo is absolutely hilarious in this film. My god, his jokes made me laugh.
Wait, what's our last name?
I've never thought about that, actually. I don't know.
It's okay. I'll just break it up. Angelo. Hey, I'm Michelangelo.
April is pretty good in the film and has an interesting dynamic with the turtles, and it's interesting to see the direction of it. And Master Splinter, played by Jackie Chan, is absolutely fantastic and has such a fun personality to him, especially in the climax. It is a little bit generic for him to be extremely protective of his sons, but the execution of it, I dare say, is pretty decent. Superfly and the other mutants are a lot of fun. They are not the most compelling villains out there, but they are a lot of fun to watch, and the dynamic they have with the turtles does go in a very interesting direction. Superfly in particular, though, was a little over the top, I felt, in the climax, and I felt he lost his menace in the climax. But in the rest of the film, he was pretty cool, and his design was really good. I'm happy to say, I really like the characters in the film, especially the four turtles. They really, oh my god, the bond here is just amazing. And obviously, like I said, Michelangelo is the best I've ever seen him in this film. Michelangelo is just hilarious. He's always been my favourite of the turtles, but here he made me laugh constantly. Every joke he made just had me laugh my ass off. He was great in this film. And so were the other turtles. Leonardo was great, Donnie was great, and Raph was great. And even Splinter. Like I said, a lot of the characters were just fantastic.
Peoples, they got to go.
Okay, sort of a twist.
The music in the film was really, really catchy. A lot of the songs were very modern, which I wasn't expecting, but it was great. The soundtrack of the film was it was catchy. It genuinely was really good music. I'm happy to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's not quite as serious as I was expecting it, but holy shit, it's so much fun. Wow, I'm so happy with this film. Overall, TMNT Mutant Mayhem is awesome. The storyline is so much fun and the jokes are absolutely hilarious. The animation is very, very cool and has fascinating details. The characters are all so much fun with amazing voice acting, and the music is so damn catchy. I'm going to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, originally I was going to give it a very strong 8 out of 10. But upon further thoughts, it's a 9 out of 10. I genuinely actually love the movie the more I think about it. Originally my score was an 8, a very high 8, but now it's changed to a 9. That quickly, it's just the more I think about it, the better it's getting. Now personally, you might ask, which do I like more? Mutant Mayhem or the 2007 movie? Personally, I would probably still say the 2007 movie just for nostalgic reasons, and I do like the designs of the turtles in this one the best, and Splinter, just in my opinion personally. But even then, I still think both are really good films. Now, objectively, I do believe this is definitely the inferior film to Mutant Mayhem, but I would definitely say, objectively, Mutant Mayhem has to be the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film out there, because damn, it's so much fun. So thank you guys so much for watching my review. What did you guys think of the film? Take care guys, stay tuned for my next video, and until then, thank you for watching, and skadoosh.